Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the 2017 version of Jackson Day.
Yep, today we have the Clean Communities Harvest Festival. I'm Annabelle Santino.
And I'm Harry Ferrone, and it is a beautiful day for an event like this. I mean, it's perfect fall weather. You really couldn't ask for better weather. Nice mild temperatures, and it's going to be hitting mid-60s today. Lots of folks out here set to have a great day.
Yep, looks like everybody made it out here today in this Saturday morning. We got a lot of vendors here today. Excited to check in on a few of them, see what they're all about.
Yeah, I think probably one of the most exciting things about an event like this is that really the whole community gets to come out and support each other. For a lot of these organizations that'll come out today are going to be new to some folks, and it gives some of these organizations and local businesses that opportunity to show kind of who they are and what they're about.
Right, I remember I moved here around 10 years ago to Jackson, and it was right around when Jackson Day happened. So my mom was like, let's all take a trip down to Jackson Day. It's 2 minutes from my house. And it was really nice to see the sense of a community here, and it got me pretty integrated into this town pretty early on. And we got to find out about all these local businesses, local places that it turns out to be pretty fun and good to go to.
Yeah, and we're at beautiful Johnson Park. Folks, we are streaming live right now on YouTube as well as to local channel 77. So things are just getting underway here, so there certainly is an opportunity for you to get up off the couch, pack the kids up in the Griswold station wagon, and head on out to Jackson Day.
Definitely 100% recommend coming here today. Any minute you have to stop by. It's just so much fun, the energy here. Everybody's excited to be here.
So many familiar faces you'll see. Kind of to a long summer of being busy that folks actually get a chance to maybe reconnect before the big chill comes in.
Right.
This is probably the last event that you're going to be able to come to where you're not wearing a heavy jacket and bundled up. So again, opportunities not only to see vendors, but also to eat some great food. There's going to be activities for kids.
Right.
I know there's a bounce house over there. I was thinking about hitting that one myself.
I think
we'll
we
have
should
to
check
see,
in, yeah.
for sure. Probably one of the, when it comes to food items, we've got things like funnel cake.
Yeah, I know the Jersey Eats food truck is here. We got some Zeppelin
So
too. I mean, Italian through and through. They've been
I think our production
pounded
assistants
in.
are going to be very busy for us today because I think, nothing says the fall the way food does.
100. I mean, you could really say that with any season.
Yeah, that's
can't
true.
we?
That's true. You can't go wrong. You definitely can't go wrong when it comes to the eats. But when we do kick things off here, we've got an opening ceremony that'll kick off right around 11. But I would say between 10:45 and 11 a.m., we're looking at the Holbrook Little League team is going to be kind of on top of things.
That's
and
right.
we'll get an opportunity to meet those kids.
Yeah, Holbrook Little League. What a run they had this year. They were the first team. No, not the first, but since 2012, I believe they've been the first team to make it to the Little League World Series, and you can just tell they had so much fun during these games. They tried really hard. They represented our town with so much. They just did great.
Yeah, you know what? Probably one of my favorite. I'm a big sports fan.
Yeah.
And certainly one of the things I look forward to every year is a Little League World Series.
100%.
Okay, I played Little League baseball when I was a kid growing up, and I think the furthest we got 1 year we made it to the sectionals.
Ooh.
Okay, we did pretty well that year. But watching Little League baseball at that level, the baseball is so pure.
Right.
The kids are having a great time. The games are fun. They're exciting.
They're short.
And they don't run 4 hours.
They don't run 4 hours like Major
great.
League.
You know.
Yeah, you can just really see all the fun they're having, and they're so honored to be there and to have that opportunity. And there's something so innocent and pure about seeing baseball in its rawest form, really, with these little kids.
Sure, and sometimes you take a look at this year's this year's run to the actual World Series.
Right.
You had a guy like Todd Frazier, a local Toms River kid
Exactly.
that was the star of the '98
Toms
Little League
River.
World Series teams from Toms River. This,
It gives them
and
hope.
to see him in,
Yeah.
you see Todd Frazier,
You
and
see
you're
him in the
thinking, oh, wait a
playoffs.
second, that could be me maybe someday.
Right, playing for the New York Yankees home team, like you root for
Yeah.
them all your life, and then one day you're wearing their jersey out in that field.
That's it. How inspiring is that
Right.
for these kids? You can see some of the kids actually walking around there. They must be getting prepared to head out to the fire trucks where they're gonna
Right.
kind of have a nice little ceremony for them.
Yeah, it's good the whole town backs them up. They've been rooting for them this entire time they were on their run. I know there was a bunch of viewing parties at local restaurants, so everybody can get together and cheer on the same team, and it really established a sense of community even more because everybody had a common goal there. They just wanted to see them go as far as
Yeah.
they possibly could.
Absolutely. And we're gonna have we've got a nice view of this whole little parade that's gonna happen, thanks to Mr. Noble, our crack drone pilot here, who's going to take up JTV. Oh, here he is.
I'm actually going to show you the launch because I have it right off on the side here. So we have it on the ground right now. We're going to go ahead and take her off and get you a nice aerial view. So you'll be able to see it take off, and then you'll be able to see some footage right from the drone line. How's that sound?
Mr. Noble sounds like a
He's
plan
on
to
it.
me. So it's always nice to have a pilot in the house.
It's always nice to have a drone in the house.
And here we go.
And
You
we're
see the
off.
takeoff there. Probably one of the coolest technologies for JTV of late has been the addition of a drone. You can see here as it takes
100%.
off.
We can use it in most of our videos, and it always adds that extra.
Sure does. I mean, the images that you're seeing now are things that you wouldn't be able to get until very recently because of the high cost. These were traditionally helicopter shots. And you can see here some beautiful shots. Those are the vendor tables right there. And if you look to the right on the screen, you'll see the actual grandstand, which is where the opening ceremony is going to take place. That's actually the JTV bus down there.
Yeah, there we
At
are.
the bottom of the screen. That's us.
Wave high.
They can't see us, but we
There
can
we
wave for
are.
you there. We're under that tent trying to stay somewhat in the shade
Not
here.
really
which is
helping here.
tricky. It's a tricky day here so far with the shade, no doubt. But again, those drone images are really going to help to tell the story today as we bring you as many interviews as we can. We are going to be filming between now and 1 p.m. That's how long our live broadcast is going to last today. Reminder, folks at home, this is a live broadcast. This program is being student produced right now by a host of kids from both Jackson Liberty and Jackson Memorial. Both teams working together today.
100%.
Doing a great job. So, you know, again, if you're home and you're listening to us right now, come on out. Come on out
say
to
hi.
Jackson Day. Come stop in at the table. You can actually stop in, and you can also take a quick tour of the JTV bus and kind of see how we're actually doing this here today. And this is kind of a glimpse into what goes on with those many activities, events, and sporting events that we bring to the Jackson Township on a regular basis out of both high schools. I think we're a pretty fortunate organization at school to be able to put both schools' best foot forward when it comes to whether it's a sporting event, a concert, whatever's going on.
Jackson Television will
Be there, and we're going to make sure that folks get a chance to see exactly kind of what's going on. There are so many good things that go on, not just the two high schools, pretty much all over the district. And we do try to get around a bit, so you know, the opportunities are there for our students really to get involved heavily in a lot of these broadcasts. What do you think? Like, you've been with JTV for a while now.
Right.
What do you think are some of the pluses that you take out of it?
Pluses? I mean, kind of just the experience being here, doing all of the different jobs. Like, I've been commentating for a while. I've been on the bus a couple of times doing different jobs, and you really do get this real-life experience about how these types of shoots are run. I mean, I'm going into this field in college, so I'm hoping that this gives me a little edge over everybody else. I know what the TriCaster is. I know what all these different things are, so I should be able to take that with me when I go.
Yeah. And you know what I think too? I think probably one of the best things that we can do for students at this level is to give them experience. The experiences that you pick up in our program, because it's so hands-on, really put you head and shoulders above your competition when you get to college. It really does come down for me to just what experiences we can offer you. And when you take a look at a shoot like today, where we're out in basically a very live broadcast, this is going to be very on the fly. It's very organized, but there are also a lot of things that can go on a day like today.
Like you and Mr. Noble, you guys, you give us the tools and you just kind of let us go and you guide the path, and we are able to take it on our own, kind of find out what works, find out what doesn't work, make mistakes, which are extremely important. Some of those mistakes might be very bad, but you learn and you won't do it again. So it really does give you a bunch of opportunities, a bunch of experience. You'll be able to fly high after here.
Yeah, I honestly, probably one of the most things I look forward to the most is the daily interaction with students like you that are excited about what we're doing. And probably even more important than the actual equipment and the stuff that we're doing is just the process of what we do, of working with a team.
Right.
And whether not every student that we have ends up going on into the television and film industry, but all the lessons that you learn and about how to work with groups and how to organize and how to prepare will work for pretty much everything and anything you do, whether you're a school teacher, a business owner. It really doesn't matter.
So it looks like I think we got our first interviewer here today.
Really?
From the Kiwanis.
Kiwanis Club. Oh, why don't we bring her on in? Come on in.
Hi.
I'm good. How are you? I'm going to turn over my headset to you. There you go.
Hello, hi, nice to meet you. Can you say your name and what you're all about here at Kiwanis?
Sure, my name is Lois Kapp. I'm the immediate past president of the Kiwanis Club of Jackson. We're here today to celebrate Jackson Day, and it coincides with Kiwanis One Day, which is all the Kiwanians in the world will do a service project with their builders clubs in the middle schools and the key clubs in their high schools. And if they have a college group, a Circle K group, we'll all get together and do a service project. Today in our booth, we'll be making blankets for the homeless and putting together care packages to also hand out to the homeless. Kiwanis is a worldwide service organization of volunteers whose main focus is to improve the lives of children throughout the world.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome, my
I'm glad
pleasure.
to get the word out there. Everybody stop by. Join the club if you can. I know I'm in Key Club in my high school. It's very rewarding, very fun, a bunch of community service projects.
You know what's interesting about a big club like Kiwanis, when you talk about an organization that is worldwide, is the fact that when you think you're a local organization that just has this little piece in Jackson,
Right.
but when you look at Kiwanis and you say that you've got entanglements and attachments all over the world, that one service learning project for Kiwanis could reach thousands and thousands of people. So it really makes you feel like more than just a person in your own local community, but part of something that's much bigger. And I think that's what's special about Kiwanis.
Thank you. And to that end, we have a trailer at the end of the parking lot where we're collecting non-perishable items, water and things like that, for the hurricane victims in I believe we're trailer it down to Florida.
Excellent.
All right.
Well, we everybody here, we appreciate what Kiwanis is doing and what you're doing for the community, and we'll certainly do whatever we can today to send people your way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
have a good day.
Bye, we appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, there we have it. That first interview today. There, you know, when you think about Kiwanis, I know that here is an organization that is really reaching out to more than just Jackson.
Right.
I think that, you know, I heard her mention that she does have a project that she's doing here, and it's a service learning project. But when you think of the fact that there are other organizations in the Kiwanis group all over the country right now doing a service project at the same time, I think that's what's so interesting, is
Right.
that you then become a student or an adult anyway that's part of this organization that is not just reaching 1,000 people in Jackson, but maybe 100,000 people all over the world
100%.
on the same day. And sometimes they'll do these events where today is our Service Project Learning Day. So it's not just Jackson. There's one, Toms River's doing it, and Jackson's doing it,
Right.
Monroe's doing it, and then all of a sudden, you think that you're this small drop in the ocean, and you're not, because there's a whole lot more people making waves. So my hat goes off to the kind of work that they're doing. And
Yeah, it's
you know,
inspirational.
when we talk about hurricanes, it's been a horrible
It's been
horrible
a
time.
season, yeah.
This has been a rough season, and we're talking about Florida and Texas and Puerto Rico,
Devastating,
just
really.
devastating, one after the other. So to have organizations like this out there that are doing their thing,
Yeah, like I said, I've been a part of that Key Club, and to see that we do have those smaller projects where it's just like the Jackson Food Pantry, doing local things and helping our town, but then you also get together with other towns, you do bigger service projects, you do breast cancer walks that reach the entire state, really, people come, and then just knowing that you're part of something bigger than yourself and you're helping and like that gratification, it really does a lot. I encourage anybody and everybody to join any part that they can of the Kiwanis Club. Anything that you can do helps them. Any donation, it's really just inspirational what the work that they do, trying to
Yeah.
help everybody.
I'm gonna tag onto that also, is this idea of service, this idea of giving back to your communities. I think when we look at the last 10 or 15 years and what we're teaching young people, I think probably one of the most important things that we can teach young people is that it is their duty to give back, that
Right.
it is their duty to pay forward, that everything isn't about me, and that should actually be the development of character that schools are looking
Right.
to kind of encourage in students.
And that's what Kiwanis teaches
Yeah.
you. I mean, I joined freshman year. I hadn't really done a lot of service projects, had a couple community service hours from here and there. And then when I joined this club, they just give you so many opportunities to give back. And they tell you about these events going around that you might not have known of before. And they give you these opportunities to go out and help you, and they encourage you to do so. And you're able to do it with your friends and your teachers and people that you know. And it's great.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of organizations out there, too. I know that I have some friends locally in Manchester that do a lot of really nice work, too, with Habitat for Humanity,
Right.
which is a different kind of organization if you want to get involved in that. There's also an organization called Kevin's Kids,
Yes, in Manchester.
which collects toys for kids that are less fortunate. So there's an organization out there for you. And I think today we're probably going to get an opportunity to see a few of those
100%.
in addition to the Kiwanis because of what's going on here
Right.
today. And, to kind of further their message. And anything we can do today to further the message of organizations like Kiwanis. I think we have an interview a little later with an organization called Guiding Light.
Right.
Um,
I mean, there's a bunch of different organizations out there to help give back to the community. I mean, you can find your niche in any one of them.
Certainly.
And that's really the whole point. Just do everything that you can, even if you don't think it's a lot. Just donating a couple cans to the food pantry, that's helping somebody out. Like, even these small things that you don't really think of that will help change somebody's life, maybe.
Sure, and if you're listening to the show right now live, and you're going to come by later, Kiwanis is collecting cans on
Non-perishable
non-perishables
foods.
as soon as you walk in. So, throw 3 or 4 cans in a bag and bring them to help fill that pantry, because we are closing in on the holidays, and the holidays for some people aren't that
That's-
festive.
yep.
They could be difficult times.
So I think we're going to throw this out to Emily now. She have an
We've got
interview
one of our
set up,
field
or-
reporters. We're going to be bringing you 2 field reporters today. And our first field reporter is Emily Sabasis. Emily, what do you have for us?
The Jackson Recreation Department, especially Joey Lynn
Thanks,
Anderson
guys.
and
My
Nick
name is
Schultz.
Emily Sabasis. I am here on location at beautiful Jackson Day, the annual town event that is
Jackson
going on for 4
Department
years
of
now.
Public Works.
The opening
Worked
ceremonies have
hard
just kicked
all
off
week
right
to put
behind me
this
on the main
together, so I
stage.
wanna thank
And
them
very soon
personally.
we are going to have Jackson Liberty's own concert choir
And of course,
singing the
as
national
always, our
anthem for
Jackson
their
Police
first time.
Department.
Now, the Jackson Concert Choir goes around to all the events. They have numerous events
So
coming
I'd
up,
like to
such as
take a
dessert
few minutes
theater.
just to
They go to Teen
introduce
Arts
and
every
mention
year
the
and perform.
dignitaries that are here today.
They have
We
a
have
dessert theater
Councilman Scott
coming up
Martin,
and music in the parks. So they
Council Vice
also have
President Ann
a holiday
Updegrader,
show coming up called Home for the Holidays with very own student
Council
director of
President
the
Ken
concert
Bressi,
choir, Jordan Torres.
Ocean County Freeholder Jenny Haynes,
So very soon we are going to have a mayor's speech
Assemblyman
coming up,
Ron
as
Dancer,
well as I believe that the Holbrook Little League will be
and
brought on stage.
Councilman Barry Colagiuro. And last but not least, I'd like to turn this over to the Honorable Mayor of Jackson Township, Mayor Michael Rena.
What?
Good morning, everyone. In case you didn't know, that's our administrator, Helene Schlegel, who pretty much oversaw everything, so I want to give her...
Live over there.
This year's a little bit different. Hopefully, we're not going to need water bottles and first aid picking up people from the heat, so we hope you enjoy yourself with the cooler temperatures. Today, we have not only the distinguished and honored guests behind me, but we have some national figures here today, which is also known as Holbrook Little League World Series team. Like I said, it was going to be special. What these young guys did, not only to the township, the county, and the state, is they endeared themselves, I believe, to anyone who watched them on TV. Not only were they colorful, they were professional. What the accomplishments were, with 3 years in a row as a team, they won almost every single time. And when they did it with class, they did it with respect. These are 12-year-olds. So, gentlemen, would you please come up? I'll just do it right now. Right before we honor these young men, we would be remiss if we didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you all join me. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Schlegel.
At this time, remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by the Jackson Liberty High School Chorus.
switched because I had to give the lady the question that she wanted.
I want to thank everyone for standing at attention during the national anthem, including our first responders way out in the back who all took the time to stop what they were doing. Jackson, classy as always. Thank you all very much. Let me give you some of the accomplishments of what these young men have done. The 3-year team accomplishments from 2015 to 2017 include 2017 Little League World Series team, finished 4th best in the United States out of over 5,000 Little Leagues. 7th best in the world out of over 7,000 Little Leagues. 2-time Mid-Atlantic Region champions, 2017 and 2015. 3-time back-to-back-to-back New Jersey State champions, 2015, 16, and 17. 3-time back-to-back-to-back Section 3 champions, 2017, 2016, and 2015. 3-time back-to-back District 18 champions, 2017, 16, and 15. 2017 team records: 25 wins, 3 losses in district, sections, states, regions, and World Series play. 12 runs per game average over 28 games. 75 home runs hit over 28 games. You can clap for them, they deserve it. Let me introduce you to Holbrook, Little League, and Jackson's Hearts right here. These are our heroes. Mid-Atlantic Region champions, Anthony Abenizio, Chris Andrews, Michael Arndt, Chris Kartnick, Dean Daddio, Garrett Drew, Johnny Grano, Ryan Kinsman, Ty Mann, Charlie Meglio, who I didn't forget this year, Andrew Osmond, J.R. Osmond, R.J. Vassie, and to their coaches, Gene Daddio, Jim Osmond, manager Rob Grano. Jackson's got a key here, presented to Holbrook. It's the key to the city, even though we're a township, but I thought it was appropriate to write that on it, that I'd like to present to Holbrook Little League for not only honoring Jackson Township, but the accomplishments that they made should never go unnoticed. So who's the team captain? Anybody? All right, Ryan, you stuck your hand up. Come on up. This is presented to Holbrook Little League and the world champions. Congratulations. You can have the bag. Tony, you want to come up? Well, is there anything you want to do? Gotta have him see it. President Lee. Outstanding, gentlemen. Outstanding. He's Tony Del Vecchio, the president of Holbrook Little League.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Distinguished members of the council and Assemblyman Dancer, and I'm sorry, Freeholder, I missed her name. Just to reiterate what the mayor said, this was an amazing summer with our boys. This group of kids is just so much fun to be around. Whenever they were faced with any adversity, they got better and better. They never thought they were out of a game, even when they were faced with the last out of a game. They were just incredible to be around. They fought so hard. And even though Mike gave you their accomplishments for the last 3 years, it actually goes back 5 years when most of the boys on this team were part of the 8-year-old Toms River Championship and the 9-year-old Barnegat Championship. So these guys have been going since they're 8 years old, and it's been a 5-year run for them. We just rode the wave with them, loved every minute of it, had its bumps and bruises along the way, but again, the experience they went through was amazing. They were treated like gold up at Williamsport, and we were proud to be there with them. We want to thank the town also for the support throughout all the games. Everybody gathering at the Knights of Columbus during the games that they played was amazing. Everywhere you go, all the restaurants in town, everybody you see on the streets, thanking us, saying what a wonderful time the boys gave the entire town. So it was really, really wonderful to just take pride in. And we thank everybody. We do have a signed autographed picture for the boys to give to the mayor, and I'm going to go grab it now. Well, since Ryan has the key, all you boys just want to gather around and give it to Mr. Rayner.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You guys, you all signed it, right? All right, you know this is going? Sure. One's going to go in my office, the other one's going to go in town hall and glass showcase, so everybody can see it. All right, I'm going to get these frames so they don't get damaged. All right? Thank you all very much for your accomplishments. You never thank you enough. The key to the city stays with you. Nobody will ever forget that, so ain't going to open up no locks. Thanks, Ron. All right, enjoy your day. What? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Don't go nowhere, we got more stuff.
What stuff?
Anybody can stand up.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Freeholder Haynes, and I just want to take a moment to wish everybody a wonderful day. And I just want to say this is what America is all about, what you see out here and what you see up here on this stage. This is America, and you can be very, very proud of these young men for what they did for not only Jackson Township or Ocean County, the state of New Jersey, but for the United States. We have to be very, very proud of each and every one of them. On behalf of the Freeholders, I just have a small presentation for them. Reaching the Little League World Series is no small feat. This board joins with Jackson Township, along with family and friends, to extend our congratulations for your outstanding efforts throughout the 2017 season. From the players to the coaches to the parents, your combined strengths and determination did not go unnoticed. We could not be more proud of this team as you proudly represent Ocean County and the Mid-Atlantic region. Your spirit and enthusiasm helped shape the community. We salute you for a job well done. And I want to present it to, I asked for a co-captain over here, so I'm not sure who's said it. Pardon? Mike Aaron? Okay, it's Mike Aaron. I just want to thank you all again, and may God bless you and each and every one of you. May God bless America, and God bless our men and women serving in the military. Thank you.
Assemblyman Dancer?
Well, thank you, Mayor, and our Holbrook Little League team here in Jackson. They made the trip to Williamsport, but we have a trip for them planned to our state capitol. There they will be greeted by the governor and by the state legislature and presented with accolades for their accomplishments. Let's give another round of a hand for Holbrook Little League.
Senator Thompson would like to say a few words to the boys as well. Thank you.
I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you for what you accomplished. You made not only Jackson proud, but New Jersey proud too for what you did. And of course, you probably all know, there's a young man who played for the last New Jersey team that went to the World Series, currently played for the Yankees. 10, 12 years from now, I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys play for the Yankees or some other major league team. Good luck in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I want you all to have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. It's all here for us. Let's go have some fun. God bless you. God bless America.
All right. Thank you, Mayor Reyna. Tell you what, we were talking about Little League World Series here before while this was all going on, and I'll tell you what, one of the amazing statistics from this one, 75 home runs.
Insane.
That's insane.
Insane.
Okay. Not only 75 home runs, but an average of 12 runs per game over the course of 25 games is insane. The offense, I can recall coming into the regionals and in the World Series was just everybody was talking about this potent Holbrook lineup.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
What are your fond memories here from the run?
I mean, I just being able to see them on TV, knowing that these are kids that go to your schools, they live in your town, and here they are on national TV, people rooting for them, not even from Jackson, all of New Jersey, all of the tri-state area rooting for this Mid-Atlantic team. I mean, it's insane. It's surreal to think about that these kids had this opportunity to play some baseball on one of the biggest stages.
Absolutely, and when you look at the stage that ESPN gives these little leaguers, you're talking about these kids could end up, you know, in the top 10 plays of the week too. So
yeah.
it's such an opportunity. And when you watch the Little League World Series, you know, you're looking at pure baseball, kids having a great time, nothing like it. And, you know, speaking for folks here in town, you can clearly see that everybody is just so proud of the way they represented not only Jackson, but really Ocean County and New Jersey itself.
Right. So now we are going to throw it over to our other Jackson television reporter, Cheyenne Newfield. What do you got for us, Cheyenne?
Having a little technical problem there. We'll get back to that one in a second once we figure that out. Lots of moving parts today. We've got 2 wireless cameras that are floating around the stands. So it's definitely a tricky endeavor for us today.
Yeah, we're trying our best here. I mean, there's always going to be technical problems with a big shoot like this.
Absolutely.
Inevitable. We're doing our best. We're going to make it work, get the best product out there.
Absolutely. And, you know, one of the big things, too, is learning how to react to situations that happen on the fly.
How do you solve a problem?
We ready? And then when we look at vendors, what we're going to be actually doing for you folks today is we're going to be traveling through all these amazing tents here and talking to different organizations. There are quite a few organizations here. A lot of small local businesses that really could use your support. Honestly, you know, with the globalization of the economy, I think it's still important for us to have these local businesses get support from home.
Yep, we're going to get some more information. So I think Cheyenne's ready now. So what do you got for us, Cheyenne?
Do it. Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jen McHugh, and we're covering Infinity Dance Works. Okay, so
Can you tell me when Infinity opened?
Well, we're fairly new. We opened in 2015, so this is currently the beginning of our third season.
What kind of classes do you offer?
We offer a variety of classes. We start at age 2, so we do little toddlers. They just have creative movement. We have combo classes like ballet tap, ballet hip hop for the little ones, tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop, lyrical for all ages. So we offer a huge variety.
Can you describe the classroom experience?
We like to make sure our classes are a lot of fun, but they're also getting a really good education. My business partner, Tori, who isn't here right now, we both went to school for dance. She went to FAFA, I went to a school in Old Bridge. I went to college, got my degree. So we make sure we give them a great education while still making it fun. So they'll play games at the end of class, they get stickers, they make up their own dances, we make sure they get creative. So they always have a blast. Like all of our customers say their kids just get so excited because they leave there with bright smiles. So
That's awesome. All right, back to you guys at home base.
Thanks, Cheyenne, for that interview. The dance, Infinity Dance Work, I mean, it's more than just a dance company. They really teach these young girls and some boys how they're about building up their self-esteem, about creativity, a lot more than just dancing, which a lot of people believe that it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. First of all, dance in America right now is hugely popular.
Blew up.
My daughter, she's 30 now, but she grew up in dance class and recitals. I've done all that. But the fact is, I have a niece, Jillian, who is in, I don't know, 15 or 20 dances at her studio. And it really, for these dancers, it becomes like their way of life.
Right.
And also becomes like a second home for them. So for a lot of these kids that are going there, they learn dance, but they're also, they're finding friends. They're staying out of trouble because they're too busy, okay? You know, there's an old parental saying there, you keep your kids busy, they can't get in trouble. You know, dance is such a great outlet. It's creative, it's artistic. Honestly, I can't say enough about that. And here's another local, a local dance company that's out there, an opportunity for your kids to go and learn something and kind of take it from there. And some of these kids end up studying dance down the road, so who knows?
Yeah, dance is pretty important in some of the young people's lives. I remember I grew up dancing, some tap, some jazz, some hip-hop, you know?
Hip-hop,
yeah. And it really did. I found a couple of friends. I loved being on stage, performing in front of my friends and family. And it's just a great time.
I'm sorry, I got a little distracted for a second. If Jerome can spin his camera around really quick, you'll see what distracted me, Jerome. There's a dog dressed up in a Wonder Woman costume.
I think
we
he's
missed
gone.
the opportunity there.
So cute.
That's okay. Pretty cute stuff, right?
All right, so I think we have another interview lined up. We have the DEA Drug Awareness Program with Emily. So we're going to throw it out over to Emily now.
Emily. Not quite ready for that one yet. That's okay, because I think I saw the dog flying across the across the park.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm excited. You know what? One of the most I'm most excited for Halloween is the stupid dog costumes.
I got news for you. Some of the dog costumes are the best.
Them.
Yeah.
Like, that's my favorite part of Halloween. I mean, I don't have any dogs. I have a couple cats. My mom tries to put them in costumes. Never works. It's not the same. I gotta
dog
admit.
In a costume, cat in a costume, not the same.
Dogs, they just have this cuteness about them with oh my God, the costumes. Yeah, some of these get-ups.
Well, I think Victoria Quinn probably had her dog in a costume last night too, when they were at the trunk or treat thing over at where's that? Holman?
I think they did it in Liberty.
Yeah. Anyway. I think Emily's pretty much ready for us, so why don't we check in with our reporter there, Emily. Emily, what do you have for us?
Thanks, you guys. Thanks, you guys. I'm here with
Linda McDonald.
And she is with DEEP, the Drug Education Awareness Program, or Living with Addiction. So what can you tell me about who you guys are and what you guys do?
Well, we work with the police, so Officer Grokowski's been a huge help to us. And so the police department works on a program that educates the community and learns all about the addiction problem that's going on right in our town. And then my son is a recovering heroin addict, so I got involved in running support groups. So I run a support group in Jackson to kind of just get the word out there that there's help out there and that families really need to get involved and to help them out. So,
what kind of events do you guys have planned lately?
What we have right now is we're running a 10-week program. It's through New Jersey Connect, and what we're doing is that we're teaching parents and families different tools on how to do different things, and they go home with worksheets and everything like that. So that's really been very helpful for teaching families of how to deal with your addicted loved one in a different way.
How do you guys get your information out to the public?
A lot of Facebook, a lot of word by mouth, and a lot of
And what kind of
advertising
practitioners?
and doing this.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you very much. We're going to throw it back to you guys at home base. Thank you.
Awareness program. Unfortunately, it's something we do have to talk about here in Jackson. Everybody should be aware about the problems and the influence of drugs in our community. And the more people that are aware, the more prevention, early on prevention. Hopefully we don't have to keep talking about this as much as we have to.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a very big topic of discussion right now is the opioid epidemic. That's not just in New Jersey or Jackson.
Everywhere.
It's pretty much everywhere. National state of emergency recently, called by the president and whatnot. But organizations like this are the things that stand in the way between you and your kids. Kind of being exposed to these things.
Yeah, the awareness is a big part of it. It's into these types of problems. You do have to acknowledge it so you can have some early prevention of this problem, and that's what these programs are trying to do. Just make sure you know about it or correctly informed about these statistics and such, so hopefully everybody makes the right decision.
Yeah, and when you look at, there's two ways to look at this particular topic. You can look at it as a parent, and you can look at it as a young person.
Right.
And as a parent, you don't want to stick your head in the sand and say, hey, not me, not my kid. Okay? But the fact is that it happens. And as a kid, you really don't want to think, well, I'm not the one that's going to get hooked on it.
Right.
Because guess what? Okay? It could very well be you. So, don't dabble, I always say.
Cross my heart.
Don't dabble.
All right, so I think we have another interview lined up with Cheyenne. She is interviewing Advanced Orthodontics, so we're gonna orthopedics. Advanced Orthopedics. So we're gonna kick it over to Cheyenne.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with
Matt Santoro.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your establishment?
Yeah, so Advanced Physical Therapy of Freehold and Advanced Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute has 20 different practitioners. We have 10 physicians, 8 physical therapists, 2 occupational therapists. So we offer a huge variety of different services, things from podiatric medicine, spine surgery, different injections, physical therapy, and occupational therapy. So we have a lot to offer people in the area.
Wow, okay, so when did you guys open?
We opened probably around 10 or so years ago, and we've been going strong ever since.
Wow. What are the requirements that go into hiring a good practitioner?
So definitely we want good bedside manner for some of our practitioners. That's really what creates a connection between the patient and the practitioner and helps to create a great experience for our patients. So I think that's what really sets us apart from a lot of other practices. We're able to connect to our patients and then also provide a great level of care. So this way they get better faster and they can go back to life a lot more enjoyable.
Awesome, thanks. Back to you guys at home base.
Thanks, Cheyenne, for that interview.
Orthopedics. First of all, let me tell you, I live at my orthopedic.
Yeah.
Okay, at my not orthopedic. I'm sorry. At my chiropractor. We talk about taking care of yourself. It all starts with your bone structure, my friend.
Right.
You can't ignore that. That's super important.
Yeah, I'm fortunate enough to never had to have gone to a chiropractor or orthopedic.
Oh, no kidding.
So, yeah, I'm lucky, knock on wood.
No, you.
But Yeah, it's a lot of people have some problems, have some injuries that they need to get taken care of, and places like Advanced Orthopedics really help them out, able to get them healed a lot faster than on their own.
Yeah, and physical therapy is such a big part of what goes on
Right.
with today's today's health. So, but it's nice to know that you've got a place like Advanced Orthopedics to step in and take care of you when you need help. Especially when you start to look at kids that are involved in athletics and sports. There are going to be broken bones.
Yeah,
it's part
it's
of growing
inevitable.
up, I hate to tell you. And it's nice to know there's somebody locally that you can trust.
Right.
We've got an interview actually with Mayor Reyna.
Michael Reyna, yes, Jackson
So why
Township
don't we
Mayor.
check in with Emily right now. Emily.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Mayor Mike Reyna. We are at the cigar tent. Can you tell us what you guys are doing here today?
Well, today, being it's Jackson Day, we got an exemption to have cigar smoking in the park. Decided to award the first 50 people that come into the tent, give them a free cigar for a donation, and all the money gathered today will go straight to the Jackson Food Pantry.
What has the Jackson Food Pantry been doing lately?
Trying to get as much donations that they can and help to take care of some assistance that's needed for quite a few families.
What can you tell us about anybody in town who's looking to volunteer at the Jackson Food Pantry?
Well, they have to reach out to the Jackson Women of Today because they run it. But naturally, anything that goes through my office will go to whatever the authority or the commissions that we have.
Well, thank you, and thank you very much, the Jackson Food Pantry, for everything you do for the town. Back to you guys at home base.
All right, there we go. We're talking about raising money for the food pantry. A great idea to chip in. Again, here is an opportunity to get some money together and help people that are going to be in need. We're coming up on the holidays.
Yep.
Okay, we said this earlier. It's not a fun time for everyone when you're worrying about the next meal.
Yeah, 100%. And it's great to see the mayor involved in these types of organizations and fundraisers. Shows you that he really is active in this community. He's trying his best, helping out the town. And it's nice to see him here and participating in these types of things.
I agree, absolutely. And it looks like we've got our next interview here.
Yep, we are going to throw it over to Cheyenne, who is talking to Millie's Angels. So let's go see Cheyenne.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the director, Miss Michelle, and we're here with Millie's Angels. Can you tell me a little bit about your establishment?
Millie's Angels is a brand new learning center that's on County Line Road, 2156 West County Line Road, and our goal is to establish wonderful daycare and an early educational experience for ages from 6 weeks to 6 years old, and we also have before and after school care. We just opened our doors about 4 months ago, and we're in the middle of renovating the whole entire center, both the walls, the floors, and everything in between.
Wow, okay. So what inspired you to start this business?
The owner, Katie Garcia's aunt, Millie, is actually deceased, and she loved children. She helped children all over through Ocean County, and Katie actually opened Millie's Angels in honor of her aunt.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. Back to you guys at home base. You're good? That's good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being patient.
Learning Center for younger children. Pretty important in this community. Obviously, we want our coming up generations educated. You know, they're going to be taking care of us when we get older.
They're going to be taking care of you because you're going to be taking care of me.
I know,
okay?
I know.
You got to remember
I
that.
got you, Farod.
So you just keep on doing what you're doing, girl, okay? Eventually, I'm going to want to retire and maybe, spend 3 days a week in Disney World or something.
3 days a week, every week?
Yeah, why not?
All right, I'll have to work on that.
I'll be snowbirding it, so somebody's got to take care of us. And learning centers like that, like Millie's, so important that kids get exposed to schooling early, start
Right.
the socialization process and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely important.
Yeah, it's a good organization. So we have another interview coming up.
We've got them lined up, folks.
So we're going to go check in with Emily, who's talking to the Veterans Memorial Garden organization. So
Emily.
let's go see Emily.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the Veterans. Has seen this memorial. I pass it every time I go to work. But what can you tell me about the project itself?
Well, the project itself is a little different than some. It's for all veterans that serve, no matter when, where, or how. It's funded 100% by donations, and 100% of the donation goes to the project. We have 2 phases done. We're working now to raise funds for the 3rd phase, which is the 53-ton granite monument that will have 5 columns on it. We have about 400 personalized engraved pavers out there. We have about 16 granite benches personalized already. So it's an ongoing project. It's open to the public, and it's been funded 100% by donations so far.
What do you guys have planned for Veterans Day this year?
We have a
Veterans Day ceremony on November 11th at 11 a.m. It's located on Commodore and Jackson Mills Road, and we usually get about 350 people there. It's just a great event, and it's just tremendous. The other thing I'd like to say is that this memorial is to honor all veterans throughout the country, regardless of when you served, where you served, peacetime, wartime, the Cold War era. And we have pavers that have been dedicated, as Ken had mentioned. I guess we have probably in about 15 to 16 different states who have come to us, and we have dedicated pavers up at the site.
How can the town itself and the citizens get more involved in the project?
The citizens get involved. We have, that's why we're here today with the flyers. They can go to our website. Any way they want, they can contact us by phone. The township isn't involved. There's a separate corporation. The township supports us. All the other veteran groups support us. So it's just a matter of getting the word out there, and it's growing and growing and growing. We just had a huge event on October 14th. We had a dinner dance auction. It was a great turnout. That was our 4th annual one, and we'll have another one on October 13th next year. So that's how it gets involved. It's open all the time. There's information up at the site and the billboard up there, and it's open to the public anytime.
Well, thank you guys, and thank you, of course, to all of our men and women in the military. To you guys at home base.
The Veterans Memorial Garden, located on the intersection of Jackson Mills Road and Commodore Boulevard, if you want to check that out, folks.
And again, this is a memorial that is for veterans that have served, are serving, will serve. And the reason they set this up is to kind of encourage patriotism in the country. I think it's
yeah, it's a beautiful
win-win.
garden. I've been there a couple of times. It's absolutely stunning. I think everybody should go check it out. It's a good way to pay homage to all the men and women servicing, have serviced, will service, will
Absolutely.
serve.
There you go.
All right, so we are going to throw it over to Cheyenne now, who is speaking to Max Challenge. Cheyenne?
Thanks, guys. For the Max Challenge, I'm here with
Laura Gashlin.
Okay, can you explain to me what the Max Challenge is?
Sure. The Max Challenge combines the best in fitness classes, nutritional counseling, and also motivational support. And the whole point is to make not only fast, but really lasting changes to someone's health, appearance, and fitness levels in just a short amount of time.
When did you establish this?
We switched ownership about 6 months ago, so pretty new.
Wow. Okay, are there any promotional opportunities guests can expect by Jackson Day today?
Sure. So here at Jackson Day, we're actually raffling off a free 5-week challenge. So come down, put your name in, and we'll be raffling that off today.
All right, come on down. Thanks, guys. Back to you at home base.
Thanks.
All right, there it is, the Max Challenge. Sounds like an exciting new organization.
Yeah.
Open for 6 months, which is exciting for the young folks involved in setting this up. And the focus seems to be on fitness and nutrition, which I always think is like part of the puzzle, that you can't have just one.
Right.
Okay, if you want to get fit, you're going to have to approach it in more than
Both
one
ways.
way. You're going to have to eat right. You're going to have to exercise. And I think an organization like this can help get you started in the right direction.
Yeah, and they did mention they are doing a raffle for a free Max Challenge period trial time.
I might have to go find this station.
So you
because
might have to put our name in.
I'm
throw
speaking
that
of
in.
veterans. I'm currently fighting my own battle of the bulge here. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so check it out. Max Challenge, fairly new in this town, so that's always exciting.
You know, and when we look around the place right now, you can see that the crowds are starting to build here. Folks are really starting to come out, and it looks like lots of fun out there. And actually, we've got our next interview lined up.
Yep, we are going to throw it over to. Actually, I don't think Emily's quite ready yet, so we're
Alrighty.
gonna.
That's okay, because we can schmooze for a while. We've
And
got
we got another dog.
We do.
I spot a
listen,
dog.
It's a happy dog day around here.
Jerome, you want to?
Jerome, let's
slide
check it out.
on
Look, we
over?
got a little puppy power going on over here. Sporting the purple, the bandana there.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
I'm a big fan. I think so
mean-
far my favorite puppy was the dog with the Wonder Woman
I mean,
costume.
it's pretty hard to top that so far.
No doubt about it.
But yeah, all these dogs are looking amazing today. I'm seeing 4 right now. Like, I'm glad they're all out here. I'm glad people bought their dogs.
Well, there's a dog park attached to Johnson
Yes,
Park, correct?
there is.
That's probably why we're seeing a lot of puppies. This is obviously a puppy-friendly environment here.
Yes. All right, so we are going to kick it over to Emily now, who is talking to the All Saints Church. So let's go say hi to Emily.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the All Saints Church. Can you guys tell me about your church?
It's a beautiful church. Not many people realize what it's like inside. It's a very old church, wooden. We have gorgeous Tiffany windows, stained glass windows. A lot of people have no idea until they get into this church. And then they just go, wow, look at the windows. And it's all in its original pews. We just celebrated our 150th anniversary, 2 years ago? It was fantastic.
What can you tell me about the history of the church?
150 years ago, the building that we're in now was built in 1884. We're the closest Episcopal church to Jackson, located in downtown Lakewood, Route 9, 2nd Street. We're a diverse community working to spread God love among our neighbors. We have a strong community outreach. We have a soup kitchen, a food pantry, and Samaritan House, which is transitional shelter for men, and they get guidance there also.
When do you guys have your services?
Our services begin at 8 a.m. and then we have a second service at 10:30 p.m. and then at 10:30 a.m. and then we have one at 12:30 p.m.
It's a Spanish service at 12:30.
What can you tell me about the Order of St. Luke?
The Order of St. Luke is international, world known, very fast growing, not business, but it's fast growing. We pray for people with the help of the Lord and with the Holy Spirit for whatever they need, whatever, if it's a sickness, cancer, surgery, or just problems in their lives. We pray for them.
Thank you guys so much, and we're going to toss it back to you over at home base.
All right. That wonderful church here located on 2nd Avenue in Lakewood. I think the takeaways for us on that one, for me anyway, first of all, they have a food pantry, which of course supplies emergency food to
Right.
folks that need it.
And they also have a soup kitchen where they actually serve food to people who are in need of it, which is, it's nice to see this church reaching out to their community and helping everybody. It's kind of like a safe haven for them. I know they mentioned they have a Samaritan house for a transitioning period.
Transitional period for men that are in need as well.
Right.
For sure.
So it's always nice to see local anywhere just reaching out, helping other people in their community. Yeah, so everybody check it out, Lakewood.
Yeah, and
Very
you know what,
relative.
again, when you look at like organizations that are out there helping the community, churches like that are really out there
Right.
on the front lines, setting a good example
Yep.
and doing doing the work
Uh-huh.
for sure.
For sure. So,
Hey, you know what? We've got Cheyenne together, and she's ready to go with an interview with some of our favorite folks over at Century 21. Cheyenne.
Thanks, guys. For Century 21, I'm here with
Jessica Tice, Jennifer Reed, and Carol Almeida.
And how many offices do you guys have?
We are all over the Monmouth and Ocean County. We have 7 offices and possibly 8.
Wow, okay, so what sets you apart from other realtors?
Well, Century 21 Action Plus Realty is actually the #1 Century 21 company in New Jersey and Delaware, and it ranks in the top 40 nationally all over the country. So
Wow.
That's what sets us apart.
Okay, is this a seller's or buyer's market?
That's a great question, and right now it's a seller's market. Put your house up. We definitely will get it sold under 30 days.
That's right.
Hear that? Thanks, guys. Back to you at home base.
All righty.
Century 21.
Gotta do the real estate thing in town for
It's
sure.
important business, 100%.
Absolutely, and there's nothing more important. Speaking as a homeowner,
Yeah.
I can still think back. It's been a long time for me since I bought my first house, or my house in general. But there's nothing like that. The ownership of a home as you know, as an American, having a place to hang your hat, so to speak.
I'm looking forward to where it ends.
And
Reluctantly
terrified about
going
it.
there.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. It's scary buying a house.
Sure it is. I know they had the financial literacy day at school the
Yeah.
other day, and I know a lot of the students had this opportunity to head down to our main hallway. Mrs. Shupin, our business teacher there, they set up this very cool thing with reality fair with what bank was that? Was that
That's a good
I
question.
will get back to which bank it was in
Yeah.
a minute, but basically students would go around from table to table and see what the real cost of
Right.
things were.
They would get they would fill out a survey and they would determine their credit score based on their answers, and they would ask what profession you want to go into and give you your salary based on that. And you would have to go around and balance your budget basically on monthly rent, your car payments, your social life.
Hence the
everything.
term reality fair.
Very real, and it's scary, especially as a senior going only four short years, and that's gonna be my life.
For sure.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. Speaking of reality, why don't we talk about some real kids here, and we talk about the Cub Scouts, one of the most real organizations. I
We are
stand corrected.
Not going to the Cub Scouts. We are going to check in on the Guiding Lighthouse, also very real.
Absolutely.
So let's go take a look over with Emily. Emily?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the founders of Guiding Lighthouse. So what can you guys tell me about who you are and what you do?
We are Guiding Lighthouse. We're in Jackson. We're a transitional home for female veterans. What we do is when veterans come out of the military, female veterans come out of the military, if they don't have housing, we house them for up to 24 months. We help them with careers. We help them with finding jobs, getting them cars, and finding them permanent housing.
What inspired you guys to get started?
We just wanted to help people, and we figured who better to honor than a veteran. And we just wanted, there was a big need, and a lot of them are homeless. So we wanted to make a difference and just help them, whatever we could do to help them, we help them. So.
How many people have you guys helped so far?
We had a grand opening on June 3rd, and we have one veteran in the house as of right now. She was homeless for 4 months, sleeping in her truck.
What kind of volunteers do you guys need?
A lot. We have a whole list of volunteers, people that are helping now. We have people put together on staff, and we have certified life coaches that we work with. We have doctors that are involved in things. We have chiropractors. We have nurses. Anybody that needs for any professional, that's who we use.
Where and when are you guys holding fundraising events?
December 2nd, we're having our first fundraiser. It's at Knights of Columbus on Bartley Road in Jackson. It's it's a dinner, like a tricky tray, gift auction. So.
Well, thank you guys so much, and you guys are doing an amazing thing for the community. I'm going to toss it back to you guys at home base.
All right, Guiding Light.
Guiding Lighthouse. Amazing what they're doing. That they're not just providing housing, they're helping with career assessment, finding jobs, some medical attention, anything really they need. They're
And these
providing.
this is for female veterans.
Yes.
Okay. Probably one of the most interesting things about this too is the length of time. They'll go up to 24 months, which really gives somebody a chance to really
Get back on
reset
their
their life
feet.
and get back on their feet, as opposed to
100%.
a very quick temporary fix.
Yeah, as we're saying, there's a bunch of outreach programs here today, and this is just another example of another program in our community just trying to help out and put people back on their feet, helping the community in general, which is always nice to see.
All right, speaking of the community here, we're going to check in with one of our reporters, Victoria Quinn, who had a chance to go visit Six Flags for one of the township's most fun activities, a little Fright Fest. Let's check it out.
Hi guys, I'm Victoria Quinn here at Six Flags Great Adventure, here to get the inside scoop on Fright Fest 2017. What's your name and title?
Hi, I'm Kristen Siebeneicher, and I'm the Public Relations Manager here at Six Flags.
What are the new attractions that's been added to Fright Fest this year for 2017?
Yeah, we have a great new program. We have 6 new attractions. We have 2 haunted mazes that are newly themed, Aftermath and Wicked Woods. And we have a bunch of new shows that we're rolling out this year. Unleashed is a great show with acrobats. We've got an Ignite show with the winner from America's Got Talent. He came from Vegas. The show is about fire and magic. We've got a great YouTuber, Corvix. He's singing for everybody. He is really, really great. You know, we're really just focusing on something for everybody because Fright Fest is the time of year that, you know, really inspires people to come out and celebrate Halloween. So from the daytime activities that are really centered around families to the nighttime, which is really geared for more adults and teenagers, something scary. We really want to give everybody something for fun.
On another haunted trail, this one's called the Wicked Woods. We're gonna see how this one goes because I've heard this is one of the top 2 at the park. Let's get out.
Crab apples.
I keep on making you like a coward. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you die first, I'll be honest. Okay. She's still following. Walk faster, Austin. Okay, so that one was definitely really good, very scary. I'm not gonna lie, human instinct kicked in. What do you think is the big appeal that brings your guests back every year?
Yeah, I think there's 2 things. You know, through research, we know that people keep coming back for the rides, believe it or not. That's the #1 reason people come for Fright Fest. But then you add all of these great bits of entertainment. We have nearly 30 Halloween-themed shows and attractions, so they're coming back for that too, because most of it's included with the admission. The only thing that's extra are our 7 haunted mazes, and it's one price that you pay for all of those, and everything else, the shows, the scare zones, all of that's included with your ticket. So it's a really great value, and people love to be scared.
I'm out! God damn it, no! Guys, we've been through a lot of stuff together. We got to go through a lot of the mazes, and we got to see some of the fun walkthroughs and all the really cool ghouls that they have here and all the new latest editions of 2017 Fright Fest. I hope to see you guys here soon because it's definitely worth it. I'm Victoria Quinn reporting for JTV.
All right, thanks, Victoria.
Yes, Fright Fest, very scary.
Makes me want to follow Victoria Quinn around and scare her, though.
Oh my God, I
she
know,
looked
right?
terrified, didn't she?
But also in a couple of weeks, Fright Fest will be gone and Six Flags will be hosting Holiday in the Parks, which is extremely beautiful. They have all these pretty lights set up, but it is very cold, so make sure you bundle
It's a
up.
bundle up, but they have hot chocolate and cookies. It's a fun time. I went last year.
Yeah, it's
a
beautiful.
fun family night.
It's so pretty with all those Christmas lights up.
For sure.
All right, so we are going to kick it off to Cheyenne, who is with the Cub Scouts Pack 104. Cheyenne, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. For Cub Scouts representing Pack 104, I'm here with
Bridget and Tracy.
Okay, how can someone join the Cub Scouts?
You can join by going to cubscouts.org. It's a Jersey Shore Council, or you can email me at birdie, BIRDEEE 7 at AOL. I can give you all the information.
Okay, how new is this pack?
It's actually not that new. It's been around. This pack is out of Switlick. Not sure how long it's been here. We joined 2 years ago, so we've been with them.
Yeah, we're the den leaders for the Bears group, but we have a new Lions group, which is a kindergarten den, and they go all the way from 1st to 5th grade.
Wow, what does it mean to you to be a part of this?
I actually love it. I'm having a good time. This is my son, and he enjoys it. It's good camaraderie, learning a lot of new activities, friendships.
Right, and we're also learning all things in the community. So last year we learned all about the history of Jackson, which has been really cool.
Wow, awesome. Thanks. Back to you guys at home base.
Like Cub Scouts, let me tell you, as a kid growing up on Staten Island, I was heavily involved in Cub Scouts with my two brothers. Whether it was the Pinewood Derby, camping, which was fun. And also, we did a lot of service projects. I know that was 35 years ago, maybe 40 now that I think about it. But, Cub Scouts have always been involved in more than just having fun.
Right.
When you're earning badges, you're learning something about, being patriotic or learning how to use tools or whatever it might be. So, hat goes off to Cub Scouts Pack 104.
All right, so we are now going to throw it to our other reporter, Emily, who is standing by with Jackson Orthodontics. Emily?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with 3 registered dental assistants from Jackson Orthodontics. So what can you tell me about your job?
So registered dental assistants are licensed by the state of New Jersey to legally work in patients' mouths and be able to do some adjustments on patients and do a lot of treatment in mouth, orally, intraorally.
So how old should a child be before they go to their first orthodontist appointment?
So the American Association of Orthodontics recommends a consult at age 7. It's a baseline. They may not be ready for any treatment yet, and if they're not, then what we'll do is they go into our growth and guidance program. We update the general dentist. We keep track of them about every 6 months until they're ready for treatment.
Now, this is a question people ask a lot. So what is the difference between an orthodontist and a regular dentist?
Oh, no, go ahead, Christina. Okay, so there's a huge difference. General dentist takes care of more of the restorative work. So if you have any fillings, you go to a general dentist for your cleanings, any crown work that needs to be done. So all the restorative part. And an orthodontist takes care of all of the jaw movement and all the braces, basically. So you can't get that at a general office.
What can you tell me about any events that you guys have going on?
So we have the Giving Tree. Right now we're doing a candy buyback program. So we will collect any candy that you want to bring into the office, and we pay you for a certain amount of pounds that you bring in. And then we send that off to the troops. And then come end of November into December, we have the Giving Tree, which we collect any clothes or toys or any type of gifts that people are willing to donate. They will grab an age off of the tree, and then they will buy a specific gift for that person, and then we deliver those gifts to people in the community.
That sounds incredible. Thank you, guys, and we're going to toss it back to you guys at home base.
Of course, Jackson Orthodontics open since 2001. Been
a
around
while.
in the community for quite some time.
Yeah.
You have some personal experience with this
I
one,
do.
don't you?
I used to go to Jackson Orthodontics. I got my braces on in 7th grade, so around 5 years ago. And they always go the extra step. I mean, it's not just a place to get your braces. I mean, they're also welcoming and nice. They put out a bowl of candy every Halloween, even though you might not be able to eat all of it.
It's braces safe candy, I assure you.
Braces safe candy. And they always welcome you. They are always extremely nice there. I recommend if you need braces, Jackson Orthodontics is the place to go.
Yeah, the other interesting thing they do too is they're providing scholarships to some graduating seniors every year too. So it's more than just a company that's out there servicing your dental needs, but also helping out and providing scholarships for students in Jackson.
Yep. All right, so I think Cheyenne is with a group of young boys, the Mid-Atlantic Holbrook. Oh, just the coach.
The coach
my
is
bad.
probably not quite so young boys. Sorry, guys. But why don't we check in with Cheyenne? Cheyenne, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the president and vice president of the Mid-Atlantic Champions Holbrook Little League team. And you are?
Dave Citron.
Tony Del Vecchio.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your team and when it was established?
You can take it.
The team itself, the team has been together for at least 3 years. They've been state champions 3 years in a row. This year they excelled even far beyond all our expectations. Became the Mid-Atlantic champions and went to Williamsport Little League, Williamsport, Pennsylvania for the Little League World Series. And we're real proud of them.
Wow. So, how rewarding is it for you guys to look back at their accomplishments?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, we've both been at this a pretty long time, and it's always one of those things in the back of your mind. Are we ever going to get a team that go to Williamsport? Because that's obviously the pinnacle of Little League. And it was just great for it to see it finally come to fruition. And follow them along for the ride. It was great.
Awesome. Do you have any accomplishments you want to tell us or show us?
The town presented us with the key to the city today, and we want to thank Mayor Rayner and the town council.
Look at that. Huh. That's awesome. All right. Back to you guys at home base.
Thank you.
Or Cheyenne, I should say.
All right, up next. Oh, this is exciting.
This is an exciting one.
Yes, we do have the Innovative Martial Arts here today, and they're going to give a little demo for us.
A demo. Now they asked me earlier if I would do the demo.
Did they?
But
Yeah.
since I pulled a hammy at a taping last night, I don't think it's a good idea.
It's a shame.
To
I
do
mean,
that just yet.
I would have loved to see you out there.
I would actually. Have you ever been involved in any kind of martial arts?
I used to do Taekwondo when I was little with my brother, and my favorite thing ever, I was like 6 years old, and I broke a board with my hand. I was so proud of myself. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
The old breaking the board,
Yeah,
huh?
it's like, yeah, that's the classic.
I think the only martial arts I've actually ever been involved in requires fake karate chopping in film sequences.
Yes.
Basically.
I mean, everybody's seen The Karate Kid. I saw that when I was little. I aspired to be
All
him.
right, wait. More importantly, which Karate Kids did you see? Let's talk to me.
Obviously, I saw the original.
Yes.
The original Karate Kid. None of that
Ralph
Jaden
Macchio.
Smith.
What was that all about?
I know. That was completely, no. That's off to the side.
That's it.
Ralph Macchio, original Karate Kid.
the way to go.
Back to the basics.
Why don't we meet
Sweep
some
the
Karate
leg.
Kids right now? Sweep the leg, absolutely.
Sweep the leg. All right, let's go over to Emily with the Innovative Martial Arts. Emily?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the owner of Innovate Martial Arts. So what can you tell me about your gym?
Our martial arts school is the number one school right now in Jackson. We're going through everything from basic martial arts skills. We have advanced kickboxing techniques, and we're working on everything from discipline, self-esteem, confidence, everything that you want to learn in martial arts, and of course, the personal safety and self-defense.
How can new students get enrolled?
Well, right now it's awesome. We have a 4-week trial program that's going on for $39.99. That includes the uniform for 4 weeks to train. Then just come on and get started.
Can you tell us about Zone for Kickboxing?
Our Zone 4 Kickboxing is the newest kickboxing program around. So what it is working out, you're burning over 600 calories per class while wearing a heart rate monitor, so everything's trackable. It's all going through an app. It's an amazing workout for anybody who's 13 and up.
Well, can you tell us about any events you have coming up?
We're actually getting ready to host a huge Halloween and trick-or-treat party going on this Monday at 5 o'clock at our school. You can find more information on our website at innovatema.com.
We're actually going to move into a demonstration from students from ages 4 to 12, so we're going to move right into that.
All right, let's check it out. Here we go. Set.
Demonstration. Amazing job to the kids, and we're going to toss it right back to home base.
I mean,
I'm all inspired.
I can see why they asked you to be out there today.
Absolutely. That was very cool. Kids, you guys did a great job with that.
Insane.
That's innovative martial arts.
Yep.
Right here in Jackson, and that was a very cool
demonstration.
Demo.
That was insane.
Absolutely. They were
yeah,
so focused.
Props to all
into
of them. I
mean, they had all sizes too. There were little kids and medium-sized kids.
I mean,
you know, it was basically like, you know, it was like who's eating the porridge or something. It was a little bit of everybody in that one,
eating the
you know what I
porridge,
mean?
like it.
Yeah.
All
And hey, we've got an opportunity here to take advantage of the drone here. Take a look at the JTV drone in action.
As you can see,
things have picked up around here.
Yeah, a lot of people today walking around, visiting all these vendors. Yeah, we're just teaming with people here.
That's it. You can see the JTV bus down there on the
Bottom
bottom right-hand side of the screen there. That's us busy at work. And again, you can see vendors pretty much everywhere. And we've got local businesses, we've got local charitable organizations here, and of course, Annabelle and my favorites, and that's food vendors.
Oh yes,
Because,
I mean, yeah. I mean, come
we're
on.
Italian.
It's
we like
food.
to eat.
It's Italian. Yeah, it's an Italian thing.
It's not a party unless somebody's eating something.
I know we do have a food truck here, Jersey Eats.
And Cheyenne is actually there to talk to her about it. So why don't we check in with Cheyenne? Cheyenne?
I'm here with.
Chris Zinna from Zinna's Bistro and the Zinna's Food Truck family.
All right, can you tell me when you established this business?
We started Jersey Eats 4 years ago, we started with Zinna's Mobile, and now we have Zinna's Eats as well. And we have a restaurant that's been in Cranberry, New Jersey for 7 years.
What kinds of foods do you offer?
On the truck, we offer short rib sliders, we offer a chicken bruschetta slider, fries, all kinds of shore fare.
Sounds good. What kind of events do you cater?
We'll do everything from corporate picnics, weddings, parties, house events, and things like this, the Jackson Day.
Awesome. There you have it. Back to you guys at home base.
Thanks, Cheyenne. Jersey Eats, the largest food truck in the state of New Jersey. Quite a feat.
That is quite a feat. Their ad is Zinna's Bistro in Cranberry.
Yep. They have 3 different food trucks and
And a grill trailer.
And a grill trailer, which is insane. If you want to check them out even more, you can visit their website. We have www.zinnasbistro.com. That's ZINNASBISTRO.com. And it looks like you'll be able to hire them for events if you want to, which is pretty
Absolutely.
good.
And they can do small events, big events. They are capable of bringing a grill trailer. They have chefs, servers, tents, everything else you need to make a big, memorable party at your homestead.
I guess we're going to be visiting them later, aren't
party
we?
Yeah, we're going to definitely hit Jersey Eats later, no doubt about it. You got that right.
I know we do have Emily up next with the Intrinsic Chiropractic Company. So, Emily?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Dr. Jody
Good job. I didn't even hear that one.
from Intrinsic Chiropractors. So what can you tell me about your job?
You
and
heard
what
that?
guys
Where
do?
was that even?
So I'm a chiropractor in the town of Jackson. I've been here for about 14, almost 15 years. And we treat families, we treat children, we treat people who have been in car accidents, anything to help naturally help your body be better without drugs or surgery.
What kind of people do you treat?
So we've seen children, I treat whole families under care. We treat kids who've had sports injuries or people who maybe have had work-related accidents or injuries. We see lots of car accident patients. Anybody to help their spines be healthier and stronger so they're not in so much pain.
How old should you be the first time you visit a chiropractor?
Believe it or not, we actually treat babies. The birth process can be a little traumatic sometimes, and so helping clear out the baby's spine is really good for early development. It helps with preventing kind of ear infections or sinus infections, allergies, things like that, all by naturally stimulating the nervous system.
What can you tell me about what you call tech neck?
So we have been seeing a lot more of tech neck lately, which is when kids, especially teenagers, young adults, do a lot of looking down at their phones, their tablets, their computers, and it starts to affect the alignment of the neck and the actual normal curvature of the neck. And so with this repetitive stress, we try to help people be more aware of posture, try to help with things like neck pain and headaches that can happen over time when you're constantly looking down at your phone.
Well, thank you very much. I will definitely keep an eye out for that, and we're going to throw it back to you guys at home base.
Tech neck.
Speaking of tech neck.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry,
I mean, maybe we'll be visiting chiropractic
You
office
might need to
soon.
hit that one.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in chiropractic care. Absolutely. I think it's so important to keep your back aligned because it makes everything else work better.
Right.
You know, you've got a spinal cord's the main gateway to every other extremity you have. And if you've got pinches and whatnot, you want to get it addressed.
Yeah, a very important company to a lot of people, so make sure you go check them out. I think we're gonna kick it to a news package we got.
With Emily Prizer on a local business that you guys may know, Ciccone Farms.
It's the autumn season, leaves are falling, apples are growing, and a family-friendly trip to Ciccone Farms in Jackson, New Jersey sounds perfect. Today, JTV went behind the scenes of Ciccone Farms to give you the inside scoop.
This is a family-owned business, and it was started by my parents in early 1960s, and here we are today. We started in the spring with annuals and perennials and things like that that we ship to garden centers and homeowners, and we also sell to the public. So that's a very busy season for us, and we start that season generally towards the end of January, and that rolls till midsummer. And then about midsummer, we start thinking about fall, and we start working on Gravity Hill. And Halloween and fall is definitely a very busy season for us because we're spread out in so many different directions.
On a regular day basis, how many hours do you work here?
We normally work 8 hours a day, and then if it is the weekends, which I usually work during the day, I work in the haunt as well, so I get a little break and come right back and do it all over again.
This is behind the scenes of Jaconi Farms. I'm Emily Prizer reporting for JTV.
Jaconi Farms, I love that place. I mean, pumpkin picking, apple, they have everything. They do, what's it called? They do that scary thing at night.
Oh, the Gravity Hill
Gravity
thing?
Gravity Hill.
Oh, really? We have a bunch of kids, too, in our program that work there and say it's become quite the local attraction for people to go to. If you're looking for a good scare,
yeah,
check
it's
out
a lot
the
of
Jaconi
fun.
Farms Gravity Hill. It's pretty creepy. I mean,
Yeah.
I could sneak up behind Annabelle and scare her right now, but I don't
He
know
likes
that
to
it'll work.
think.
I like to think. I do.
All
For
right.
sure.
So up next we have Cheyenne with the Jackson Rec Wrestling from both Memorial and Liberties. So let's throw it over to Cheyenne.
Jackson Rec Wrestling, I'm here with.
John Reese.
And can you tell me when you started this?
Wrestling started in Jackson 40-some years ago. I can't give you the exact date as far as when the program started. Recreation wrestling in this format has probably been about 25 years.
Wow. Okay, so when does the season start?
We're going to start practicing the first week in November. Then the season will run into March.
What types of age groups do you cater to?
All kids are welcome to join the program from first grade through 8th grade. We take kids from both sides of town, so we are a complete Jackson program for all the kids that can come out and join us. At experience levels, we have everybody from beginners who've never wrestled before to top kids in the state. So we try very hard to work our practices and get experience for everybody based on their level.
All right, awesome. There you go. Back to you guys at home base.
Wrestling.
Hey there.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Listen. You know, I remember back in like 1998.
Yeah, we're going
We had
back.
a pep rally at school. We're going back. Pep rally. This was at my first school I worked at in Manchester, and they were like, "Listen, we're having a pep rally. We need one of the teachers to wrestle our best wrestler." Oh yeah. Middle of a pep rally. Mike Noonan. I still remember his name. Okay, Mike Noonan, and he just toyed with me. And my goal was just to try and survive 1 minute without getting pinned.
1 minute.
And I barely survived. Barely survived. I think I pulled every muscle in my body too.
I'm sure that all of the students got a good kick out of that
they got a good kick
one.
out of it. Yeah, they sure did. But wrestling, it's a sport that a lot of kids are getting
Yeah, it's
involved
pretty
in these
popular
days.
in Jackson now and then.
Very popular in Jackson, absolutely.
All right, so we do have Emily with Breckshire Hathaway, which is a company here in Jackson. So let's kick it over to Emily.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with a sales associate from Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate. So what can you tell me about what you do and what your job is like?
Well, my job is great. I get to meet people all the time. Basically, we assist clients in buying, selling, landlords in renting their apartments, and we try to get the best fit for everyone because, you know, some people may like to be next to their Starbucks because they have to have the coffee in the morning. Other people don't care, you know. So we basically try to please people, and I think in my line of work, I've been doing it for 15 years, and I think it's a win-win. You know, somebody gets a new apartment, a newish apartment that they've never had before, and they get to be happy about that. And somebody wants to leave an apartment that they don't like, or they want to move on to something else. So it's a win-win.
What can you tell me about what the housing market is like right now?
Well, I think it's terrific. I don't think there's ever been a bad market. I think there's always somebody looking to buy, to sell, to move. So that's always, going on. So right now, I think it's a seller's market because we do get multiple offers, and sellers are actually calling the shots. There's not a lot of inventory out there, so the buyers just have to really scramble, to try to get what they can.
A lot of people are kind of wary about listing in the fall, but what can you tell us about the benefits?
Well, I think it's great. I mean, because in the fall, you have only serious buyers. Serious buyers are the only ones that want to come out in the cold and weather. And plus, I mean, your house is going to be a tip-top shape because you decorate for Halloween, you decorate for Christmas, all of those things. Everything smells really good. Everybody's cooking and baking, so at that time of the year. So instead of staging your home, you could actually have your seasonal staging done, and I think it's terrific. And I'm always up for a challenge because I think I could sell, Oyster and Eskimo.
What kind of fundraisers do you guys have going on?
Well, we always have Sunshine Kids for the cancer. We always have that going on. We just had a golf outing for the Sunshine Kids. And also at Berkshire Hathaway, we actually donate from our commission. Every time we sell something, we donate a percentage of it to the Sunshine Kids Fund because we think that's so important.
Can you tell us what the Sunshine Kids Fund is for?
What it's
for?
Oh, it's for the kids with cancer in the hospital so that they don't have to pay. So we donate because, I mean, that's an ongoing thing. There's so many people coming down with cancer. And especially with kids, it just breaks my heart because they're so young. Parents are just so, you don't know what to do, when that happens. So we try to give back. And that's one way we try to do it. A couple weeks ago, I was standing in the middle of the road getting donations in the rain. We had a car wash, but it was washed out because it was raining, so there's no need for a car wash. So eventually we just got out there with a bucket and we got donations that way as well.
Thank you guys for everything that you do for the community. And thank you. We're going to throw it back to you guys over at home base.
Okay, thank you.
Hathaway has this long history of relationships here in town. And again, this is an organization, a company that's going to help you buy or sell your house. And you know what? It's more than just finding a house, it's finding a home.
Yes.
And it's so much more than that.
And I mean, this company, they do some amazing things. They take money from their own commissions, money that would be going into their pocket, into the company's pocket, and they take that money and donate it to Sunshine Kids, which help cancer patients in the hospital, help pay for their treatments, and that's just an amazing, innovative thing that they're doing with their company.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you think about having to worry about taking care of a sick child, the last thing you want to have to worry about on top of that is that how you're going to pay for the hospital stay, and organizations like Sunshine Kids really doing the thing, and Berkshire Hathaway contributing to such a worthy organization.
Yep. All right, so up next. All right, so.
Well, you know what? This is a good chance for us to kind of look around and think to ourselves that, again, the crowds have picked up quite a bit. You can see there are a lot more little kids here right now, as you can see, Annabelle, that, there are organizations, kids are in the bounce house down the other end, and there are lots of things. We can see ShopRite's got a tent down there, which is a pretty big food market here in town, obviously. The day's picking up, and it's really
yeah, we're in the height of Jackson Day right about now, midday, beautiful weather. If you haven't had a chance to come down here, there's still a lot more going on, so please, if you can, take a trip down to Johnson Park.
Yeah, there's some music playing down on the end by the grandstand, so there are lots of things to do here, for sure.
Yep. All right, so.
Hey, speaking of activities that are going on today, okay, we've had kind of the privilege of so far covering quite a few stories with organizations here in town that seem to have a common theme, and that is community service.
Yes.
I think when you look at kind of what the takeaway for Jackson Day here is, I think the takeaway is that that Jackson is much more than just a community, but it's a family with organizations coming together really and helping out all the many different things that are going on in town, whether you're a high school student needing a scholarship or somebody that's down on their luck and needs a meal. Seems that organizations and people that are here today have it covered.
Right, and it's a great place to get involved. I mean, all these organizations, you go up to their little tent, you ask them about what they're about, and you'll be able to participate, help out in any way that they can or you can. And it's just great to see how many of these organizations we have just in our town alone. And imagine how many other towns have things like this, have organizations like this, and trying to make the world a better place for everybody. It's surreal to think about.
It sure is. And the opportunities for high school kids as well. I'm looking around now and I'm seeing a lot of high school kids popping in. You spoke earlier about, there's an organization for everybody. Mm-hmm. And here's an opportunity to walk around and go booth to booth and see, hey, you know what? I think this one might be.
Yeah, it's like a mini little career fair, kind of, if you think about it.
Is.
There's a bunch of different organizations. You can see what they're about. Maybe something piques your interest. You never know. It's a great opportunity to just check a bunch of different vendors out and know a little bit more about the businesses in your community and the organizations going on.
I agree.
I think Cheyenne is ready now. She has an interview lined up with the Meridian Health Center, so we're going to throw it over to Cheyenne.
3, 2, 1.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with
Michelle from Meridian Imaging in Jackson, New Jersey.
Okay, so can you tell me when you established this or when it was open?
We opened our doors early in 2015, so we've been in business about 2.5 years now. We are a full-service radiology facility offering mammography, X-ray, ultrasound, MRI, CAT scan, bone density. We also have walk-in appointments for X-rays, and we specialize in pediatrics as well.
Wow, okay, so what kinds of services are offered and what can people expect from their visits here?
One of the things that sets us apart, we are very big on breast cancer awareness, and we offer 3D mammography. And our women are treated to warm robes, a separate women's waiting area, special snacks. And during the month of October, any woman that comes for their mammogram gets a nice little lunch bag as well as a little treat as well.
Aw, that's nice. Have you guys held any events for Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
We're actually next Sunday participating in the Susan G. Komen event that is going to be at Six Flags here at Great Adventure. We're a silver sponsor, so we'll have a team actually I have my team t-shirt on right now. So I know they're still doing registration. People would love to come out and come check it out.
Awesome, there you go. All right, back to you guys at home base.
All right, thank you, Cheyenne.
Meridian Health Center, more than just a doctor's office. I mean, they do have over 100 physicians. They have an urgent care walk-in center, but they also have a fitness and wellness center, a nice gym in some of their facilities. So they're doing more than just your average doctors.
Well, I think that's the key to to the current trends in health are to, hey, listen, if we can improve your general overall health and fitness beforehand, then there's going to be less things to do down the road. So
yeah, it's all about preemptive measures and trying to kick something away before it's even there, really.
Yeah, hey, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I'm not
a big fan.
All right, so up next we have Emily, who's with another Cub Scout pack, this time 152. Emily?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Assistant Den Leader of Pack 152 of the Cub Scouts. So what can you tell me about who the Cub Scouts are and what you guys do?
Well, Pack 152, we meet out of Howard Johnson School. The pack's been around for, I don't even know how long, probably since I've been a kid. And Cub Scouts really just helps kids, boys from kindergarten to 5th grade, pretty much. Just be better citizens and help the community and do things for the community and also have fun at the same time.
What do you guys do after Cub Scouts once you've passed the 5th grade?
After Cub Scouts, they're eligible to go into Boy Scouts, and Troop 152 meets at the Elks Club in Jackson as well.
What kind of events events do you guys have coming up?
We have Clean Communities that we just did where you go around and collect trash on the side of the road. We also have the Scouting for Food program where we go around one weekend and drop off bags for people to make donations, and the following weekend we come around and pick those bags up. We'll be in Brookwood 4 dropping off bags next weekend, and the following weekend we'll be picking them up and then donating those to the Jackson Pantry.
How can boys looking to enroll get started in the Cub Scouts?
They could come to our next PAC meeting, which is November 17th at 7 p.m. at the Johnson School, or they could contact Peggy Primiano at pegprimo@optonline.net.
Thank you so much, and awesome job to all the Cub Scouts out there. We're going to throw it back to you guys over at home base.
Thanks, Emily.
Cub Scouts again.
Cub Scouts, you know what? I'll tell you what. Probably one of the wind's picking up a little bit here.
Yeah.
As we could see. That's a nightmare. But that's a nightmare that Mr. Noble's going to rush over there and deal with now as the wind picks up here. He spoke about, one of the things he spoke about was that building better citizens
Yes.
for the community. And again, that is one of the things Cub Scouts trying
And
to do.
it's starting young too. These young men.
You start out as a little Cub Scout. You're a wolf, and then let me see if I can remember. You go from a wolf to, and I think you go to a bear, and then I think there's a Weeblo in there somewhere towards the end. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what? And this is what's interesting too about the Cub Scouts. When you look at becoming a Boy Scout, when you become an Eagle Scout,
Mm-hmm.
that is one of the few things that you could do as a kid, as an adolescent, that you could say in a boardroom of a big major company 20 years later when you're 45 years old, and as a kid you did this, that they'll still recognize and respect because it's so hard
Yes.
to make it to Eagle Scout.
Uh-huh.
So very cool. I know a couple.
That's cool. That is
Yeah,
very
no doubt.
cool. All right.
All right, we're going to, hopefully Mr. Noble's off licking his wounds, hopefully not realizing that the drone remote control just broke. We're going to take this opportunity to go check in with Cheyenne, who's with some folks from Center State. Cheyenne?
Thanks, guys. For Central State, I'm here with
Stu Snyder,
Angela Gillison,
Janice Perron,
Tom Anzalone.
Nicole Interrante. And what kinds of programs or services are offered here?
Okay, first of all, I want to welcome everything to Jackson Day. It's really nice out here. You have time, get out. I happen to work in the Health Awareness Center. We do outreach programs. We go out to different places and put on medical testing. We also have in the hospital diabetes programs, self-help programs, CPR programs, just about any medical program you can think about. You could probably come and take it at Central State Health Awareness Center.
Wow. Okay. Is there anything special about this business?
Anything special? Some of the classes help people live a long, long time, and that's important, especially the CPR class. Hey, all it takes is your hands and your mouth, and you can save somebody's life with CPR. So that's it, you know. And I'd like to introduce you to somebody. My friend Janice here. She'd like to say a few words about her place of employment.
Hi, I work at Central State Wound Center. We take care of any kind of patient, outpatient that is, with a wound, mostly diabetic patients and venous disease. Anyone can come there, just make an appointment. We'll be glad to take care of you.
My name is Nicole. I am a registered nurse at Cardiac Services Central State. We do cardiac rehab for patients with acute events that need to recondition their heart, get education and support after an event, as well as diagnostics, stress tests, echoes, things like that. So we have a women's heart program. We do a lot of things in the community for awareness for heart disease. And I'm here today just showing everybody that we care about the community, and we're happy to be here.
That's awesome. Okay. Would you like to add anything?
I'm Angela. I work in the emergency room. I'm a nurse. So we see emergencies several times a day. That's pretty much it. We hopefully help people live longer.
Yeah, of course. Would you like to add anything?
Yeah. My name is Tom. I work in our Applewood facility.
that Center State runs. I'm part of dining services. I'm a dietary supervisor. And in Applewood, we basically have a senior center. It's a healthy way of life. We make sure that everyone's eating healthy and appropriate, and as they go through different stages of their life, we have different departments that take care of people through their aging process.
Awesome. So it sounds like you guys are really important in this community. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Back to you guys at home base.
Hey, thank you, Cheyenne. Center State.
Center State.
You have some personal experience with this
I
one,
do
don't you?
have some personal experience. I broke my thumb playing softball one day. Had to finish the game because we didn't have that many players that day. So
because Annabelle Santino's a tough chick.
I was stuck out in right field. Had to go 2 more at bats. Got walked both times, amazingly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I didn't have to swing a bat, but I was taken to Center State, the hospital in Freehold, and went to the emergency room. Pretty quick turnaround. Got into one of their patient rooms. Got X-rayed. Got casted, and I was off to go. So yeah, very fast, very nice doctors. I mean, nothing bad to say about them.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. One of my relatives had a baby there, and the environment, the doctors, the nursing staff, everybody really first rate. And when you're at a hospital, you really don't want any problems with personnel. You want it to be a good experience. And to be honest with you, Center State.
Yep.
Awesome time there. They did a great job.
So I know we have another interview lined up that's going to be coming to us in the next couple of minutes with the Sensational Soul Cruisers.
That is
what
a great name.
What a name.
What's their story? What kind of band is it?
So we got an 11-man horn group with 4 vocalists, and they all do, they pay homage to these classic performers. I mean, Barry White and the Commandeers, all these other people. And I'm excited to see them play today.
I love me some oldies, let me tell you. Okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
What's interesting about having a live band here is that you really get to experience, it's really nothing like musicians live. And they're actually ready, so let's toss it right over to
Emily.
Emily.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the band that's supposed to play today, the Sensational Soul Cruisers. So what can you guys tell me about your band?
Well, the band has pretty much been together for about 28 years. My name is Taj. I'm the new addition. This is the boss man, Mr. Steve Barlato. We have Pete over here. And it's pretty much a rock band. We cover 60s, 70s, 80s music. But we do a variety of things. So that's pretty much it.
You guys have your own album out?
Yeah, we have a new CD that we just released live down the shore. We have a new one that we're going to be working on in January coming out. It's an 11-piece band. We play classic soul music. We've been together 28 years. Originally started in Freehold Borough and play up and down the shore.
What else can you tell me about the other kinds of places and things that you play?
We play corporate parties, weddings. We play the casinos. Anybody that needs a really great dance band, we're there.
Well, thank you guys so much, and we are all looking forward to hearing you guys play. We're going to toss it back to you guys.
This is my kind of music right here. Let me tell you. I'm going to spin you with a microphone.
With the microphone
That's
on?
right
No,
there.
I'm just wrapped up.
Here's what's awesome. These guys are doing music from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. The 80s, my favorite, of course. Okay? So check these guys out. They're going to be here all day. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take it out to Cheyenne. Actually, we're not going to take it out to Cheyenne. We're going to sit down because they're probably tired of watching us dance. I got to unwind her, though. Hold on. Let me unwind her. There she's
we go.
unwound.
Yeah.
And we're going to sit back down here.
I mean, 60s, 70s, 80s. Those are like the classics.
What's your favorite decade?
My favorite?
Hit me up.
I mean, I think I got to go with you. I know more 80s than the other two. My dad, he was the one who introduced me to all these types of classic. I mean, 104.3 on the radio. That's his channel.
That's his channel. That's
so
what he's rocking?
He's rocking. So from a young age, I grew up listening to these kind of old school songs. And it's nice to appreciate them and be able to have this knowledge of them that not a lot of kids my age have. I mean, these songs are getting kind of lost, but they shouldn't be because they're pretty good.
And they're what makes a classic is that they're a classic.
Exactly.
You know, just like their shirts, classic.
Oh my gosh,
I
those
know, I love
shirts.
those shirts.
I love them.
I know.
So much glitter, so
Annabelle
much
was
bling.
definitely
It's a
sweating on
first.
the shirts.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
He was like, I gotta get one of those shirts.
So those are the Sensational Soul Cruisers. They do have a CD coming out in January, they mentioned, so be on the lookout. I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to hear their music. This is the first time I'm going to be hearing them. You can also check them out on the website at soulcruisers.com. Probably showcase the different events they're going to so you can get a chance to see them in action.
Yeah, you could also book them, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, probably.
All right, why don't we check in with one of our reporters, Cheyenne, who's got an interview all lined up for us. Cheyenne?
Thanks, guys, for coming full circle loud and clear. I'm here with
Jay.
Okay, so when did you start this establishment?
This whole organization started about 6 years ago. We pretty much keep people off of drugs. We help people to recover. We help people build lives. We help sober socialization and to get back into the workforce and put an entire life back together after addiction.
Wow, that's really nice. So how rewarding is this experience?
Nothing can beat helping other people. This is, a passion of everybody that works in the organizations. We're all volunteers here, so, this is something we truly want to do and something we truly want to help our community with.
Absolutely. Do you have a message to any viewers who would be interested in this?
If you need any help, make sure you go on healingus.org or call us directly at 732-600-0520, and we can help anybody you have that's in need.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Back to you guys at home base.
All right, hey, thank you very much.
CFC loud and clear. Thank you for that, Cheyenne.
Tell you what, it's time for us to check in with one more news package on the day. This one's on actually Jackson Liberty's recent pep rally. This one was logged by Becky Chiafulo. Let's check it out.
After 2 years of not holding a pep rally, Jackson Liberty decided to have one. The cheer team, band, and the dance team who made a comeback this year performed.
We're really excited to perform. The Liberty Dance team, it's their first performance today. A couple of years. It's their first performance coming back.
And then we're excited to see all the teams come out.
Definitely.
See what they're going to do.
It's our first pep rally as freshmen, so we're really excited.
To show school spirit, students from each grade wore their Red Zone shirts, or wore red, white, and blue.
All right, so the Red Zone basically, whole group of kids getting together, making some noise. I feel like this year's gonna be better than the rest. We got a lot of kids came to the Memorial game. We're looking to expand on that number this year for our first home opener against Manchester. Theme's red, white, and blue. We're coming out here making some noise.
The band came out to show support for the pep rally and for the game after school.
In charge of if we were going to have a pep rally or not, and we decided this year to have one, and it's really great, and I'm so glad that we did. We haven't had one for 2 years, so this was long overdue, and it's just great to see how happy everyone is.
This year's pep rally was a complete success, and we hope to be able to have one next year. I'm Rebecca Chiafulo, reporting for JTV.
All right, thank you, Becky. Nice job on that pep rally package.
Gotta say.
Hey, look, we've got a chance to check in with the band
I'm loving
live.
it.
So let's just go listen in with Soul Cruisers, Sensational Soul Cruisers, right? Let's listen in for a minute.
Oh, look, there he is.
Good afternoon, Jackson. How you doing? You doing all right? We are the Sensational Soul Cruisers. Thank you very much for allowing us to entertain you today. Fellas, you ready? Yeah. Come on.
there it is. There's just a great opportunity of these guys out here performing and making this day just a whole lot of fun, right?
Yeah, it just adds a whole nother energy to this place. I mean, dancing, singing.
Yeah, live big band music.
I love it. So
right.
we are going to check in with Cheyenne now, who's with a SafeLink Wireless. Cheyenne?
Thanks, guys. For SafeLink Wireless, I'm here with
Matt?
And can you tell me a little bit about your establishment?
Sure. SafeLink's been around for a little over 30 years, and we are backed by the U.S. government. And what we're trying to do here is provide free phones, free Android phones for those who qualify.
Awesome. Okay. When does this establishment begin?
Well, it's really been around for a really long time. And what we like to do is we go around to different fairs, we go around to different places really throughout New Jersey, and then we just talk to a bunch of people. Like we have someone up there right now checking out and see if they qualify. And it is a free program. You get 750 minutes free per month. You have free data, unlimited text, and if you do qualify, we send you a phone within 7 to 10 business days. And as long as you use it, once a month, phone or data, we you have it for a year. So it's a really good free program. We're trying to help a lot of people out and get some free cell phones.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome. Do you have any more promotional opportunities you want to say to the public?
Well, really look around for us for different events coming up. We will be at different really big days like Jackson Day. This is a perfect time for us to get our name out there and really to be here to talk to a lot of people. But if you're around, tell your friends if you don't qualify. We'd love to help you out and really just help people get connected. That's our main mission.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Back to you guys at home base.
All right, thanks, Cheyenne, for that. SafeLink Wireless, great organization. Free cell phone service, free cell phones for those in need. I mean, if you are on some of those government assistance programs, you're under income, they are able to provide this for you, which it's great to keep people connected in today's modernized world.
Yeah, I mean, it serves as that link to you and potential employers, family, friends. Really solid, worthy thing they're doing there.
So we're gonna go check out Emily, who's with Knockout Pizza. Yum. Emily?
Thanks, guys. We're back out here by the main stage. Behind me is back our incredible band, and I'm here with the owner of Knockout Pizza. So what can you tell me about who you guys are, what you guys do?
How are you? My name is Dave. I'm David Jr. My father is David Sr. We were born and raised in Jackson for 30 years. My father owned Knockout Pizza on County Line Road, Knockout Pizza on West Commodore Road. Now we have one in Jackson that's located next to Whitesdale and Hope Chapel Road by the Lucky 7. We've been open there for about 3 months now, and also on the side we do events. We sell funnel cakes, fried Oreos, pizza, anything, and especially this is very important to us because we're in Jackson today. We also have another location in Lakewood also, which is very important too. And if you mention Jackson Day today and tomorrow, you get 10% off everything you buy at each location.
All right, well, I think that pretty much covers it all. Thank you, and we're going to toss it back to you at home base.
Thank you.
Knockout Pizza. Sounds good. Noble, you want to get out of there?
Hi, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize we were doing a television show here. Yeah.
Maybe. All right.
This is a fun crew we have today. Hey, so Knockout Pizza, I think I might knock that place out when I leave here.
Good one.
I just saw some food go by the way.
I know.
I got distracted. I was squirreling. Hey, good opportunity for us to shout out to the crew. We can run through our crew here, some of them anyway. I'm not sure I'm gonna hit everybody. Our producer director is on the bus today. We've got Rachel Martin-Gano and Abby Ballister directing in there. I think Victoria Quinn's on technical director today on the bus. Matt Bames on audio. Amber
on graphics.
And not much use for slow motion control today.
No, which... All right, so I think we have another interview lined up.
Do we?
I'm pretty sure Cheyenne is with Mathnasium today, so let's kick it over to Cheyenne.
Thanks, guys. For the Mathnasium, I'm here with
Rod Williams.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about this business?
Sure. Mathnasium is a math learning center. We strictly do math only, and we have nothing but certified math instructors. We're located
no
at
idea what this
339
is.
North Carolina
I'm
Road,
sorry.
Cooks Landing Plaza. We've been there since 2013, and we've impacted over 450 students with a 99% success rate. So we're very proud of what we're doing. We're very proud to be here in Jackson, and we look forward to catering to other students.
Wow, okay. So what kind of impact do you believe you have on students, and how rewarding is it for you?
Truly rewarding. As again, I said we have a 99% success rate. We do random assessments of the kids, and we noticed that their scores have increased.
No, we don't have a whole
heavily.
page.
We teach
That's it.
SATs.
We did everybody that we had to do.
SATs,
That was here.
ACTs,
No.
HSPAs. We've also helped out the ASVAB, which is a military exam. So we're very proud of what we're doing here in Jackson, and we'll continue to do the same due diligence for all the students here in Jackson.
Now, what inspired you to want to provide this service for your community?
We noticed that there was a need in Jackson. There was no other learning center, so my wife and I decided to open up a center here, and it's been very rewarding for both us and the students.
All right, there you have it. Thanks so much. Thank you. Back to you guys at home base.
Tell you what, I could use some help with
Yeah?
my math skills. Absolutely.
I mean, math, pretty important. It's in a lot of careers nowadays. So
It sure is.
if you're struggling, please check out Mathnasium because they'll be able to help.
Yeah, you definitely want to reach out to them. I mean, any of the technical fields that you want to get into today.
Very math
It's all
dependent, math
yeah,
heavy.
Math. So STEM and math very popular right now.
Yes.
All right, hey, listen, it's time for us to head over to Emily, who's got an interview with an organization called Healing Touch. So, Emily.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the manager of A Healing Touch at ITP. So what can you tell me about your company and who you guys are?
Well, we started out 25 years ago serving the Howell community, doing physical therapy. The owner, Judy Ryan, believed in a lot of natural things to use, and she had a lot of great programs for lymphedema and so forth. A lot of our patients coming to us had cancer or were survivors of cancer. So she became an aromatherapist, started making her own products, all natural, organic products. And they all have healing properties to them because of the fact that we use natural oils that are medical grade, not your basic essential oils. So when that became, we started making more and more products and people started buying and they loved to see what the products would do, we end up doing more services. So we now are adding hair. We do organic hair color. We do bio seaweed gels, which are organic, natural nail polish. And also massages, and we also added facials to that.
What really inspired the owners to found this company?
She gives everything to her patients when she started, everything. And she believes in giving them the many choices. And she wanted to help her patients who especially had cancer or were treating for, after cancer. And she thought, well, wouldn't it be great if they could use a clean product? Most of the times when people go to their doctor, their oncologist tells them, don't dye your hair, don't paint your nails. All of that has formaldehyde, toluene, and it can cause cancer. So her thought was to give them products that they were clean, they could use and enjoy, and also to beautify themselves. And that's where the organic and natural services came in.
What makes your natural products better than those that have chemicals?
It is the medical grade oils that we use. You can get, any essential oil and put it in a product, but if it doesn't have the medical grade oil, you're never going to get the healing properties to it.
Thank you guys so much. You guys have a beautiful company here, and we're just going to toss it back to you guys over at home base.
All right, so A Healing Touch, what separates them, their whole main focus is natural products, which is extremely important. I mean, you don't want those chemicals on your body, in your body.
No, you don't.
So, that's their driving force behind their organization, All Natural. It's a good mission for them to have.
For sure. I think that concept of using all natural is super
Yep.
popular at this point.
So we're gonna go check in with Cheyenne now, who's over with the Karate Dojo. Cheyenne?
Thanks, guys. For the Karate Dojo, I'm here with.
Master Eric Alders, the owner.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your establishment?
Absolutely. We're finishing out our 11th year right now. What makes us a little bit unique is our school offers multiple martial arts styles at our school. We're the only school in town that does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA training, so we have full contact fighters that compete. But we actually start from ages 3 all the way up. So we're a family environment school. We do traditional and modern style martial arts all combined into one. So we feel that we have a nice, elite, real self-defense program, not just kind of looking cute in uniform, but real practical martial arts for the whole family.
That's awesome. How rewarding is it to see your students grow and progresses?
It's actually super rewarding because I get to have a chance. I've been teaching for the last 20-something years, but my own school for the last 11. I've been in martial arts since I'm 8. So 30 years I've had a chance to see what it's done for me, but I've also seen kids from 3 years old all the way into their 20s grow, and they've become successful at work, at school, other sports that they're involved with. So we find that martial arts actually adds to everything that they do in life. It makes them kind of a well-rounded person, and everything they approach gives them like the discipline, the focus, the goal setting, and everything else that they need.
Of course. How can people contact you if they want to join?
All right, you can find us online at www.tkdojo.com. Our phone number is 732-367-3656. And we'd be happy to give everybody a free 2 weeks or a month to try us out. No obligations to enroll.
Wow, awesome. Thank you. Back to you guys at home base.
All right. Thank you, Cheyenne. The Karate Dojo.
I mean,
A little quicker.
yeah.
I don't know, I'm a little intimidated.
It's
I'm
not
a little
all
intimidated
about the
by you.
speed here. it's the strategic.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to get swordfished.
Good.
For sure. Hey, listen, we've got a chance to go to our last interview of the day as they fix the studio. We'll get back to that in a
Yeah.
second. But the Karate Dojo out there again providing, I wouldn't call it a sport, this activity that, though it is, that really builds confidence and self-confidence.
Right.
And really, I think that's what karate is all about, is giving kids that confidence to handle whatever
100%.
situations are going to come their way.
100%. I mean, I dabbled with Taekwondo when I was younger. My brother did it, I did it, and it was just pure fun. It really does give you that confidence to know that you have like this little special ability that not that many people have, and it's pretty useful. So check out it if you have any interest in any form of karate, Taekwondo, or any others. Check it out. I mean, no harm, no foul. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. And the music you can still hear as the band is live. We're going to take a second and go check in on the band for another 30 or 40 seconds and listen in, because they're in the middle of one of my faves.
Yeah. Let's check them out. Okay. Line with your wardrobe, number 17th and 18th.
All right, there's one of my favorite songs. That's Kool and the Gang, I think,
Yeah.
with Fresh.
Kool and the Gang.
Kool and the Gang, yeah, that's what I'm talking.
All right.
See, I like the fact that you know who Kool and the Gang is. That's awesome. Bringing us some great
see,
music.
are you seeing what I'm seeing? You see
No,
the
I'm
you see
not.
the
What do you say?
T-Rex?
Oh, there is a T-Rex. I would love to know how that's happening over
I
there.
mean,
Yeah, folks, there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex walking around in the park right now.
I
We're going to
mean-
pan around and show you what the T-Rex looks like.
you're always
There he is, look at that.
always something Jackson Day. Look at that.
Not
little
every day you see a
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
No.
Not every day. Brings me back to the Jurassic Park days right there. See, as
Alright.
we're winding down here.
Yeah, we have one last interview lined up.
But the opportunities for the team today.
Our last interview is going to be with Jackson Dance Center, who is a huge help for
Yeah, they're a
us.
local dance center right around the corner from Jackson Liberty. They're going to be helping us out in a show this year, and we've got shared students there. That
Yeah,
come
a
from
lot
Jackson
of
Liberty High School.
students go to
Quite a
Jackson
few
Dance
go there.
Academy.
Angela, the director there, super nice lady, does a great job with the kids. Again, dance becomes more of a way of life for a lot of these kids. They'll spend 10 or 15 years in dance.
Yep. So we're gonna kick it out to Emily, who's with the Jackson Dance Academy. Emily.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with two teach dancing assistants and the office manager of the Jackson Dance Center. So what can you tell me about what kinds of dance do you teach and who you teach it to?
We have classes for ages 2.5 and up through senior in high school. We teach all different types of dance, ballet, tap, and jazz, as well as hip-hop, contemporary, point, and that's about it.
Where are you guys located?
We're at 1144 East Veterans Highway. We are just past the Jackson Crossing Mall, next to the McDonald's, near South Hope Chapel Road.
How long have you guys been in business?
We are celebrating our 15-year anniversary at the same location, Jackson Dance Center.
What can you tell me about the director of the company?
Our director is Miss Angela Paulak. She's been teaching for over 20 years here in the Jackson area. She is a graduate of Rutgers University and is one of the only directors in the area to hold a bachelor's degree in dance education.
Oh, can you tell me about any upcoming recitals or events that you guys have?
Yes, our first recital this year is going to be our Jackson Dance Center Nutcracker. It's a family favorite. It is going to be on Sunday, December 17th at the Millstone Performing Arts Center. All of our ballet classes and point classes will be participating. We always have an opening act that's professionally choreographed by professional choreographers from the New York City area.
Well, thank you guys so much, and we're going to toss it back to you guys over at home base.
Great, thank you.
All right. Speaking of dance and
Speaking
all
of
the
dance
arts,
and the arts,
we do have a few important events coming up for JTV and Jackson Liberty High School. We have our fall play, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe from the Narnicle.
the Narnicles. What's the Narnicles?
The Narnia
I think it's Narnia.
Chronicles.
That's it. You combine
That's
two
it.
words.
I did. They will be showing November 17th and 18th at Jackson Liberty High School, so check those out. Also,
And we've also got a couple of huge events coming up for JTV. We've got a brand new nighttime evening activity here called Home for the Holidays, an evening with Jordan Torres and friends. This is going to be a night of fun, music, entertainment, comedy, you name it. It's going to be a great night of fun for the holidays. Anybody can come. We encourage you to come out if you're looking for a fun activity for the holiday season. That's going to be a great one.
that's going to be on November 30th.
That's November 30th
at
at
Jackson
6:30
Liberty.
p.m. in the Jackson Liberty Auditorium. Tickets will be just $5 at the door.
Also, we have one more thing. We have our annual Holiday Spectacular. This is our 3rd year running.
Hard to believe.
It's going to be on December 22nd. It's going to air live throughout the school day. But
Starts around 7:15, 7:30 in the morning.
Yep, and it goes throughout the entire school day till
I think we end at noon.
around noon. And if you miss it then, don't worry, because we'll be playing it plenty of times leading up to Christmas.
For sure. And the big reveal on this year's Holiday Spectacular is Jackson Liberty's rendition of our own It's a Wonderful Life.
That's right, that's right.
44-page short film, so pretty exciting stuff going on.
So make sure you check all these out. We have a busy schedule in front of us here.
That's it. Hey, we want to thank you folks for tuning in to our live coverage today of Jackson Day. As you can see behind us here, this is our
entire
crew and some
crew here.
interviewers.
We got our interviewers, our tech people who are on the bus throughout this entire shoot. This is all of us here, and we're signing off for Jackson Day. Thanks for being here with us. We're going to shout it out to the drone to complete our...
Take it away, Mr. Noble. Have a great day, folks.
Thank you very much. Here come those classics.